Dear child, this is a spiritual reflection, not a fixed prediction. Take what feels true for you and gently leave what doesn't. If this message reached you today, it may simply be because you are in a season of awareness where small moments start to carry bigger meaning. Something important has been shifting around you, even if you can't fully explain it yet. It feels like a turning point, not loud or dramatic, but quiet and deep. Life sometimes speaks through timing, emotions, and unexpected reactions rather than clear signs. And recently, something you said became one of those moments. What you shared may have felt honest, natural, or even simple to you. You may not have realized how deeply it landed, but for the other person, your words reached a place they had been avoiding for a long time. It wasn't just about the sentence itself, but about the truth behind it. They didn't just hear you, they felt understood. And that can be unsettling when someone has been hiding from their own feelings. In front of you, they may have looked calm, composed, or unaffected, but inside, something shifted. Their thoughts stopped for a moment. Their emotions stirred. It was as if a light was turned on in a room they had kept dark for years. They didn't expect you to see that deeply into them, and that's why they froze or struggled to respond. Afterward, they likely walked away pretending everything was normal, but it wasn't. Your words stayed with them. They replayed the moment in their mind again and again. The tone of your voice, the meaning behind what you said, the accuracy of it. It followed them into the night, into their quiet moments, into their thoughts when they were alone. They found it hard to sleep, hard to focus, hard to distract themselves, because once a truth is touched, it doesn't easily go quiet again. What you awakened wasn't fear alone, it was awareness. You touched something real inside them, a feeling they had buried under logic, pride, hesitation, or self-protection. They may have convinced themselves they were fine, that they didn't care, that they had moved on. But your words gently challenged that story, not with accusation, not with anger, just with honesty. Now they are in an uncomfortable space. Part of them wants to stay silent, keep control, and pretend nothing changed. Another part of them wants to be real, to stop hiding, to finally admit what they feel. That inner conflict is why they seem restless now. They may be pacing, overthinking, looking at their phone, rereading old messages, remembering moments they dismissed too quickly, wondering how you could understand them so clearly. They don't feel hurt by you, they feel seen. And being seen can feel both safe and scary at the same time. Safe because someone finally understands. Scary because understanding removes excuses. It forces honesty. It forces choice. Right now, they are questioning their past decisions, their silence, and the walls they built. They are realizing that staying quiet may cost them something meaningful, and silence, when the heart is full, starts to feel heavier than speaking. If they reach out, it may not be carefully planned. It may come suddenly, emotionally, or at a moment when they can't hold it in anymore. It may happen late at night or unexpectedly, and when they do speak, It won't be shallow or casual, because your words already moved them past that stage. If they come forward, it will be with honesty, not games. What matters most for you is this: you don't need to chase, explain, or force anything. Your truth already did what it needed to do. Stay grounded, stay calm, stay connected to yourself. Let actions speak louder than words if they return. Let consistency matter more than emotion. Real change shows itself over time, not in one emotional moment. Sometimes one honest sentence is enough to change the direction of someone's inner world. And sometimes the impact of your voice is only visible later, in the choices someone makes afterward. If you've been sensing a shift, trust that clarity is working quietly behind the scenes. Whatever is meant to move toward, you will do so with effort, truth, and peace. And whatever isn't meant to stay will fall away without you needing to fight it. You can hold this simple intention in your heart. May truth rise gently. May clarity replace confusion. And may whatever comes toward me come with peace, respect, and sincerity. They tried to laugh it off in the moment, as if what you said was just another passing comment, something that could be brushed aside. But once they were alone, once the noise of the moment faded, your words stayed. They didn't fade with time. They didn't soften. They echoed. They replayed themselves in their mind again and again, growing clearer instead of weaker. They tried to pretend it didn't affect them, but pretending only made it louder inside. It felt to them like the universe slowed down when you spoke, like everything paused just long enough for that sentence to land exactly where it needed to land. No matter where they go now, no matter what they try to focus on, their thoughts circle back to that exact moment. That one sentence feels stitched into their memory. It follows them when they wake up and when they try to fall asleep. Their heart doesn't feel the same anymore. It's not calm. It's not steady. It beats faster, heavier, like it suddenly understands something it didn't want to understand before. They feel fear rising, but not the kind that comes from danger. It's the fear that comes from recognition, the fear of realizing that something true has been said out loud. They are shaken not because you were cruel, but because you were accurate. Deep inside, they feel like the truth came out through you, like something bigger than both of you used your voice to say what they had been avoiding for a long time. It feels as if the universe held up a mirror and refused to let them look away. Everything they buried, everything they ignored, everything they told themselves they would deal with later suddenly came into view. Now they feel restless. They walk from room to room without knowing why. They sit down, then stand up again. They try to distract themselves, but nothing sticks. Their body knows something has shifted, even if their mind is still trying to catch up. They swallow hard because they realize they can't go back to who they were before you spoke. That version of them feels incomplete now, unfinished, no longer believable. At first, there was shock, a kind of numbness, then confusion, then denial. But now, slowly, something else is taking over. surrender. Not the peaceful kind, but the kind that comes when resistance becomes exhausting. Their silence is not calm. It is pressure. It is noise inside their chest. It is thoughts colliding with feelings they don't know how to manage yet. They are starting to understand that what you said wasn't just honesty. It wasn't just a moment of clarity. It was a wake-up call, a line drawn between before and after. It feels to them like life shook them awake through you, and now sleep is no longer possible. Once you see something clearly, you can't unsee it. They replay their past over and over. Every time they were distant, every time they chose comfort over courage, every message they left unanswered because responding felt too vulnerable, every opportunity they ignored because it asked too much of them emotionally. Each memory comes with a sharp feeling of regret, not loud regret, but heavy regret, the kind that sits in the chest and doesn't move. They are afraid now, afraid of losing you, afraid that your clarity means you've already started moving forward, afraid that you finally saw the truth and decided not to wait anymore, afraid that life is offering them one last opening and that they might already be too late. That fear pulls them back to you in quiet ways. They look at your photos longer than they should. They reread old conversations, noticing details they missed before. They stop at moments where they could have spoken differently, responded with more care, shown up with more honesty. Their chest tightens when they realize how deeply you understood them while they were still hiding from themselves. For the first time, they truly see it. You weren't asking for too much. You weren't being dramatic. You weren't imagining things. You were seeing clearly, and that realization humbles them. It softens them. It hurts them. Their soul feels restless because they know silence isn't innocent anymore. They know it has become avoidance. They know they owe you truth, even if that truth scares them. Something big is forming inside them, even though they don't yet know how to give it shape. They have reached a breaking point where staying silent hurts more than speaking. Their ego, which once protected them, now feels like a cage. The fear that once kept them safe now feels suffocating. The truth inside their heart is rising, pushing against their chest, asking to be acknowledged. They can't push it down anymore. They imagine reaching out to you constantly. They imagine typing your name, sending a message, hearing your voice. They imagine your reaction. Will you be calm? Will you be distant? Will you be tired of waiting? The unknown terrifies them, but the idea of never speaking terrifies them more. Holding this inside is becoming unbearable. They are finally admitting something to themselves that they denied for a long time. Your words woke up feelings they tried to kill. Feelings they told themselves were inconvenient, unrealistic, or too risky. They thought they could ignore them, starve them, bury them, but your words brought them back to life. Now, no matter how much they try to distract themselves, those feelings return. Music doesn't drown them out. Work doesn't silence them. Scrolling only delays them. Your voice reappears in their mind when they least expect it. It's not haunting. It's persistent. It's honest. They feel like reminders are everywhere now. Repeated numbers. Dreams that feel too vivid to dismiss. Sudden emotional waves that come without warning. It feels like everything is pointing in one direction. Stop hiding. That's why they keep almost reaching out. They type a message, read it, delete it, then they try again. Then they delete it again. Not because they don't care, but because nothing they write feels big enough to carry what they feel. They are not afraid of you. They are afraid of failing, afraid of saying the wrong thing, afraid of opening up and being rejected, afraid that they waited too long, afraid that you are already healing, already moving forward, already done. They stare at your name on their phone like it's a door that could change everything. And they hesitate because once they open it, there's no going back. Time is not helping them. It's making everything louder. Each hour that passes feels like another reminder of what they avoided. Quiet moments are the worst. That's when your words replay clearly, along with your tone, your calm, your confidence. They wake up with their heart racing before the day even begins. Even breathing feels heavier, like the truth is pressing from the inside. In front of you, they didn't react much. Their body froze, their mind stalled, their voice locked. But later, alone, the impact hit them fully. They realized your words weren't random. They weren't a guess. They weren't coincidence. They were clear, direct, and perfectly timed. That realization has been rearranging them from the inside ever since. Behind their silence is emotional truth. They question everything now. Their choices, their excuses, their time. They analyze past moments with new eyes. They replay conversations, noticing things they missed. Guilt rises, but so does awareness. They finally see themselves clearly, and that clarity is uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. They want to reach out. They want to speak. They want to confess what they've been holding back, but the intensity of their feelings makes it hard to even start. It feels like the truth is sitting right at the edge of their throat, waiting for the moment it finally spills out. They are standing on the edge now, emotionally, mentally, internally. Their hands feel restless. Their sleep is broken. Their emotions arrive in waves without warning. They know they can't keep living like this, acting normal on the outside while breaking down on the inside. They know they have to talk. They know running is no longer an option. When they finally reach out, it won't be casual. It won't be light. It won't be half-hearted. It will be real. It will be heavy with honesty. It will carry everything they've been hiding behind fear, pride, and silence. It will mark a turning point. This moment feels big because it is big. They are being forced to choose between staying hidden and losing you, or stepping forward and telling the truth. Something is building inside them. Their silence is cracking. Their heart is preparing to speak. And when they finally do, it will change the direction of everything that comes next.